Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this channel. We're going to talk about Cardano. We're going to talk about XRP. And we're actually not going to talk about them in a competitive way. We're not going to talk about, do you like Cardano? Do you like XRP? I hold both of them. I've got more Cardano than XRP right now. That could change. That's not important, though. What is important is pushing back against the FUD. And that's what Charles Hoskinson did, not only for Cardano, but he did it for XRP and XRP's holders as well. And we've seen this similar sentiment. We've seen this story come up before in the past. And quite frankly, it's absolutely nonsense. There's so much FUD in crypto. People will try to, basically scare you out of your investment all the time. They're going to try to tell you that, that's the stupidest idea ever. That's the worst investment you could possibly make. What are you thinking? Listen, guys, if you have conviction in something, if you feel strongly about something, you've got to be able to block out the noise. If one person can change your mind, one person who's fudding your project out there, and there's a difference between FUD and constructive criticism, by the way, okay? When we talk about fear, uncertainty, and doubt, they're usually just throwing stuff out there without actual facts. They're not even trying to have an argument. They're just trying to win. They're just trying to win the argument and tell you why your crypto sucks or why their crypto's better, etc. It's one thing if you want to be constructive and actually give criticism of a blockchain or a project or whatever, but usually that's not what happens. And when I see stories like this that we're going to dive into, it quite frankly pisses me off because so many new people coming in may have high conviction in something, then they hear or read something one time and it changes their whole opinion. They end up selling, and then that price of that asset that they sold ends up going up over time, and they're feeling like, man, I knew it, but why did I let that one person ruin my decision-making process? Why did I let that person impact my conviction, right? So we have to understand what FUD does to people, right? People tend to get super nervous and they make a emotional decision, whether to buy or to sell, etc. It's never a good idea. And so when we come across these type of stories, I do like to talk about them. And I want to give you guys the insight and details here, what's happening, because Charles Hoskinson fighting for not only ADA Cardano holders here, but as I mentioned, he's fighting for XRP and Ripple as well. So Cardano's Charles Hoskinson has defended ADA and Ripple against Forbes, their zombie tag. First off, I mean, here's the thing. I'm not going to claim that I've got it all figured out or whatever, but like a lot of times we listen to these people who are just respondents or reporters at Forbes or whatever. There's a good chance they know less about crypto than we do. And they're strictly just writing what they see or hear or whatever. This is why you have to be critical in everything you see, read. Don't just listen to me. Don't just take my word for it. Don't take anybody on YouTube's word for it. Take in a lot of information and then make your decision based on all of the insight from different folks that you get, right? I just think that's so important in general when we're investing. But Hoskinson's got our back here as Cardano and Ripple holders here, and I want to give you guys the breakdown a little bit. So here's basically what happened. Forbes had an article dubbing 20 blockchains as crypto zombies. 20 blockchains as crypto zombies. Cardano founder Hoskinson took a stand. In addition, XRP lawyer Bill Morgan and Anodos Finance co-founder Panos Mekras have joined the crypto community's frenzy. Moreover, they vehemently defended their respective projects against allegations made by Forbes. So again, Forbes is coming out writing this negative hit piece on 20 blockchains. We have to remember though, guys, again, negative news sells. We're going to see a lot of more negative news in every sector. It doesn't matter. In every walk of whatever news. Negative news sells. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt. And Hoskinson obviously defending Cardano here. And I want to take a minute here to defend Cardano and, for myself too. Now, you could say I'm biased, whatever. It's a top 5 holding of mine. I've been accumulating Cardano since early 2021 for a really long time. But I just did a video on Cardano. In fact, I think it was my last Cardano video that we put out. And this is stuff that you don't hear about. Like you hear all the time, Cardano's a ghost chain. There's no activity. The price never moves, blah, 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 blah. There's been more development on Cardano than any other blockchain per multiple reports. And you could go back and watch my previous Cardano video and find it out. It's on the playlist. Go check it out. This one will be in that playlist too. Like double the amount of activity recently than Ethereum. And these are the sort of stories that don't end up, out there in Forbes. These are the stories that don't make the breaking headlines on Fox Business. But, the FTX stories and these negative headlines, 20 dead blockchains or crypto's going to zero, that kind of stuff ends up on everybody's timeline. And what's what people see, it's what people hear, it's what people feel. And it has this, resonating effect with people because we're so used to seeing this negative press all the time. And I think it's really important as investors, we cannot let this deter us, or really just not let us make just a decision, a snap decision on something, one thing we read or saw or heard from anybody. I'm telling you, don't just listen to me. I'm just one person giving you guys my thoughts, my opinions. And there's a lot of FUD about XRP too, a lot of FUD. And a lot of it is unwarranted. A lot of it is coming from people who have a vested interest to push back upon it, or for whatever reason, they want to create FUD and fear, uncertainty, and doubt because, they don't hold that asset. So let's tear everybody else down instead of, hey, wish them well, right? It's amazing to me how many people in crypto, they want to see themselves win, but they don't want to see anybody else win. You got to stay away from these type of people in general, right? There's a lot of people out there, they want to see you do well, just not as well as them. I'm not like that at all. And I think you need to hang out with people who are open-minded, hang out with people who want to build each other up, want to see everybody win. And be part of those crypto communities who are like that too. Very positive communities like Cardano, like SHIB, like Doge, like XRP. I think these are super positive communities. And it can get negative. I've seen it go the other way, where people like just purposely and vehemently just kind of go against everybody and blah, 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 blah. It's not healthy. It's not right. And in general, it's just not my philosophy. Diversify your portfolio here. And don't push others down while you step on their back and try to climb the ladder. So I hate this kind of talk. I'm glad to see Hoskinson have our back here with Cardano. I'm glad to have he had also XRP's back. There's been some riff in the past with Hoskinson and XRP, but at the end of the day, I think Charles Hoskinson, at the end of the day, realizes that XRP and this whole lawsuit, it's a big freaking deal. It's actually a really big freaking deal what happens with this case. It's a big deal for Cardano. It's a big deal for pretty much any altcoin outside of Bitcoin. It's going to be setting a big precedent. And if you could see that bigger picture, even if you don't hold XRP, you should be rooting for Ripple in this lawsuit. But so many people will root for, the Bitcoin maxis will say, yeah, see, they're all shit coins. We want to see all of them go to zero and everybody just lose their ass and lose their money. And then we're going to be like, hey, we told you so, just invest in Bitcoin. That mindset to me is narrow. It's not nice. I can't even figure out the word. I can't stand people like that, right? Just because you have conviction in something doesn't mean you have to tear everybody else's ideas and thoughts and realities down. I think there's going to be multiple winners. I think Cardano, I think XRP could certainly be in the mix. And I absolutely love the fact that Hoskinson here in this case is fighting for both communities and pushing back on this Forbes article that I think is just utter nonsense. So I appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out all the links down below if you want to check out XT Algo. That's our trading indicator. We've got a ton of exchanges now that we've partnered up. It's CoinW on the spot side, Bybit over there as well. We're getting ready to partner up with Gate.io. And then if you want to leverage trade, Margex. So ton of great affiliates of exchanges down there for you to start trading with me over there. They've got some great deals going on too. Check out all those links. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a fantastic rest of your evening or morning, wherever you are when you're watching this. And we'll see you in the next video. Let me know, does this piss you off, by the way? Cardano and XRP getting wrapped up into the FUD here. It pisses me off. And I think you have to have high conviction. Don't listen to the noise. Block out the naysayers. If you got conviction in something and you have the reason why you're bullish on something, don't let one person's opinion derail your ideas about a crypto. Super important. We'll see you guys in the next one.